Hello again, everyone. We are back with another League of Legends game. This one has, again, a lot of the high-level players. It's got the OddOne, one of my favorite players. It's mostly diamond with a couple platinum and one gold. We just saw him in a game in the previous game that I cast, as well as a couple of these other people. So, for me, I actually cast this right after casting the previous game. So, I just saw them and now I'm seeing them again. And he went Lux. This is hilarious because he's the one who got destroyed by the Lux in the previous game. Apparently there was an invade and somebody died in it, unfortunately, before I got in, which really stinks, but yes. First blood ended up going to the purple team, and it went to Lux. Yeah, in the previous game, he was actually Xerath, and he got utterly destroyed by that Lux. So he decided apparently to go in and be Lux. And yeah, looks like OddOne actually got a little bit caught out there. Lux is going in and doing a decent amount. She does end up taking down that Lee Sin. And now Volibear actually ran around there. He does have his passive though, which is healing him up. So now Irelia is trying to take him down. She does end up... Oh, that is Irelia, right? No, that is Quinn. She does end up taking down the Volibear, but she does go down to the Lux. So there is a double buff for Lux, which really stinks versus Quinn. Or really stinks for Quinn. Quinn's going to be very unhappy. So in this game, we've got Lux mid versus Quinn. That is one Mad Brad versus Schroeder Jones. Down bottom, we've got Ezreal, who is carry play Smurf. We saw him in the last game. Versus UNR Dreamy Ant, playing Caitlyn. The Thresh is prepared to carry versus Amateur Noob, the Leona. Like the names. We've got the OddOne jungling as Volibear versus Lee Sin, played by Fabi. And finally we've got Akali, which is KiwiKid, versus Rumble top lane. Rumble played by Zik. KiwiKid is apparently a massive enemy of the OddOne, so we will probably see quite a few ganks here from the OddOne going in on this KiwiKid. OddOne actually invaded there a little bit, but he's running away from the Lee Sin with no problem whatsoever. Lee Sin is actually getting caught though now, because in comes the Rumble. He does jump to the Rumble, but the Rumble does land his stun. He is ignited, but I don't believe he's going to die unless they end up getting another hit off of him. No, they don't. So he does actually get pretty low there, and there is the ignite by that Rumble, so his ignite is down. So KiwiKid can ignite with no problem. So there we go. Lux tried to do the root you, kill you ability, but it didn't end up working. Oh, down here. Thresh landed a pull on the Leona, who did end up going in on the Caitlyn. Caitlyn just flashed to kill her, but she is going down to Ezreal. Yes, she does end up going down to Ezreal. Not the best of trades there because it ended up being a support for a carry. And now Ezreal's going to be able to farm here with no problem. And Thresh is going to have to be somewhat careful. He can do pretty well against Ezreal right now, but Ezreal could probably harass him quite a bit. And unfortunately for Thresh, this entire minion lane would hit him. So he is going to go ahead and get the XP from this and the CS. Try to CS under the tower. But his carry is missing out on a lot of XP and CS, so it is unfortunate for the blue team. It's great for the purple team, though. And, you know, as the OddOne is on the purple team, I'm kind of rooting for them. Yeah, he's definitely, I think he is I think he is my favorite streamer now. Used to be Wings, but honestly, the OddOne is awesome. He is awesome. So they're going in, ganking this Lux, but in comes the OddOne, who does end up throwing the Quinn over his shoulder. She does get stunned by this Lux, who's doing quite a bit of damage to her. But unfortunately for the OddOne, he's actually getting pretty low. In comes the Ezreal to save the day. The entire bot lane came as well, except for Caitlyn, who is just kind of chilling down bottom. Ezreal does end up taking down that Quinn. And yeah, nobody ended up dying for the purple team, even though the OddOne got really low. But the purple team did end up, the blue team did end up losing their mid, who is Quinn. So very nice little bit there. Had the purple team not reacted and come up from the bot lane, that would have ended up completely different. But fortunately, they've got a decent amount of teamwork because of those two. So now Caitlyn's going to have to be fairly careful because Thresh is mid defending it, and she's alone down here. Okay, she's going to go ahead and fall back. She is picked up by the swords. The purple team knows she's going back. but she's going to go ahead and go back, and she's going to be safe. So the purple team is just going to be able to farm. Purple team, OddOne's going to go ahead and give this blue to Lux, which is great. One Mad Brad. He is going to get it. He is 6 now, so he will be able to combo this Quinn down quite quickly. And there we go. Okay, so the OddOne's just going to go ahead and mop it up and finish it off. And now the Quinn is not actually 6 herself yet. I don't think that matters as much for her. Well, actually, no, it does. That one is actually fairly big. Akali just killed that Rumble. Yeah, apparently he... There we go. Rumble is at about 3/4 health. The Akali just came in with full health, and she just went in on him directly. There we go. He does land the slow on her, but she puts Ignite on him. He does use his shield here, but she still is able to burst through it. He does try to flash out of that, goes in under his tower, but she jumps to him and is able to take him down. She did use her own flash as well. She took a decent amount from the tower, but she did end up escaping that with a kill, which is not bad at all. He tried to kite her around the tower, but she ended up using flash to kill him. So there is a ping on this Quinn. Quinn went in on the Lux, but in comes the OddOne, who did toss her over his shoulder right to the tower. She does end up using her ulti though to get out of that, but now she just got hit by the stun from Lux. Lux could probably take her down if she still has her ulti. She does not have her ulti, no. Otherwise, the Quinn would probably be dead unless she managed to stun that. There's the mark on Volibear. So hit it. Interesting ability there. I kind of like it. So let's go hit that. Yeah, they are going to go ahead and do a little bit of damage to the tower. It looks like Lee Sin is just sticking around to defend if need be. But now in comes the Volibear, tosses the Lee Sin over his shoulder. The Lux does end up missing her stun, but she does end up landing her ulti on them, but she was not able to finish them off. Down bottom, Caitlyn actually just got a kill on Leona. Who's that then? Leona actually went ahead and did a turn. Why? Why? Oh wait, no. Leona's here. She didn't turret dive. Okay, so here we go. The Thresh and Caitlyn combo comes in. The Thresh ends up landing a pull, so he went ahead and turret dove. He does end up flashing out of that, but the Caitlyn is able to take her down for free. Nobody died from the blue team, but they do end up getting the kill on Leona. Ezreal's still here, and he could probably kill the Thresh without too much of a problem, but then he'd die to Caitlyn very likely. There is the pull from the Thresh. Ezreal is going to be able to take this down. Maybe. No, he doesn't. He does not take that down. He's actually really low. He does have his ulti, though, so if he does ulti right here... Nope, he was thinking that the Thresh was probably going to be there. Had he ultied there, Thresh would now be dead, but he didn't. And unfortunately, the OddOne just died to Akali. Go back some. Okay, so they're going in on this tower. Quinn is here. Akali's coming up the lane. There is the blind from Quinn. She did a decent bit there. She jumped in. Akali just jumped in, and he's trying to escape. He did end up taking the tower for that, so he does go down. So down goes the OddOne. That's unfortunate. Now Akali's going to go ahead and go back top. She is now 2-0-0, which is very unpleasant for the Rumble. Fed Akali, not a good thing. Caitlyn's just doing damage to this tower. Ezreal's coming back to lane. Caitlyn's actually 7 now, which is unfortunate for Ezreal. Leona's coming back as well, as is Thresh, and the rest of the team members are just, going back to their lanes. One Mad Brad still has blue. I don't believe Quinn has blue. She does not. And it's actually still there, so maybe the Lee Sin will end up giving it to her. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens there. There is the Lux ulti to go ahead and clear that wave. It is going to put the minions at the tower. I don't think they'll be able to take the tower, especially if Lee Sin comes in to help, but they're going to do a lot of damage to it, and it is going to make sure that she doesn't get any of the CS. And Akali just got another kill on Rumble. So she went in, did a little bit of damage to him there. She jumps in. Okay, so he just, yeah, she just went off and turned down. He does use his ulti to try to take her down. She did use a shield of some sort. She is ignited, but she's not going to go down to that. The ignite is gone. She does end up taking him down with no problem. She is fed enough that she is going to be a problem later in the game. Or the OddOne. The KiwiKid is, like, apparently a mutually sworn enemy. Or, I'm pretty sure it's all fake, but it's just for play. But, even still... They like, trash talking each other every game they're in together. Just funny to watch. It really is. It's very entertaining. OddOne is here for a lane gank, expecting them to come on out, but unfortunately it's not happening. The Ezreal did just get pulled though, so now in goes the OddOne, sorry, not Boy, and the Thresh does go down to that. Now Caitlyn is doing a bit of damage to the Leona. She did get hit by the Leona ulti, but it wasn't quite enough. I believe she cleansed. Yeah, she did cleanse out of that, but now in comes the OddOne. The Leona did just take a couple tower shots there. She got really close to dead, but she's not dead. She did end up surviving that, and OddOne also survived it, so that ended up being 2 kills for nothing. The Quinn is coming down to push them off of this tower and possibly kill them if possible. The Lux is yelling at them and telling them to get back, though. So, yeah, she is going to go ahead and fall back because they fell back, and she knows she's not going to be able to get them. So, alright. Lee Sin is actually counter-jungling up here. He's taking OddOne's farm. How dare he? Don't mess with the OddOne, man. He's going to go ahead and get his red buff. The Volibear is now coming out to get his red buff and will be unpleasantly surprised. There is no red buff for you, sir. Ezreal's going to go ahead and fall back. Thresh was there. He probably could have grabbed him, but it really wouldn't have done any good. Rumble is actually stuck way out of position here. He's trying to get out from the Akali, but she's got too many jumps. It doesn't really work when your enemy has jumps. So she is going to take him down. Lee Sin ended up getting an assist just by hitting him once, but it wasn't really necessary, but it does get free gold for Lee Sin, which is great for Lee Sin. Volibear is now mid, going in on this Quinn. The Leona also came in, did stun him so that Leona could get, or so that he could get there, and now she goes down to the Lux ulti. Lee Sin came in to help, but was not able to get there in time, so this tower is going to go down. There is the first kill of the game for the tower. That goes to the purple team, and now he just got hit by the Leona stun there, and the toss from the OddOne. He's now trying to get away. He's running this way. The Thresh tried to grab that Lux. He did not end up doing it, but the Lee Sin is actually running pretty far this way. There is an ulti from Ezreal though, and oh, it was so close! Had he continued walking, he would have gone down to that, but he didn't end up walking. He did not go down. So there is the Akali. She does jump over to the Lux. Lux does end up going down with the help of that Caitlyn ulti. Caitlyn is now taking, oh, the OddOne did take down the Lee Sin, but the rest of his team died. Most of it. Rumble's still alive. In goes the Akali. She's going to go ahead and turret dive. His passive is popped though. She does take him down. So he does go down. Rumble is now on the run. He did escape the Caitlyn Thresh combo. But in comes the Ezreal. He is picked up with the ward though, and they are running away. So they're going to be fine. He is now going mid to go ahead and defend that. His tower did go down as well, by the way. And now the blue team is pinging for the dragon. And they are going to get this tower for free, it looks like. Ezreal's not going to be able to defend versus 3 alone. And they might not be able to get it. He's taking down the minions pretty fast, so they might not be able to kill the tower, but they will definitely do a lot of damage to it, and now the rest of their team is going in on the dragon. Yeah. He tried to root in place, but he did end up missing, unfortunately for him. So there we go. They are going in on this dragon. Lee Sin's not there yet, but he is now, and he does have his smite available, yes? Yeah, it is available, and now dragon did just go down to that. Not much they can do. The Volibear did go in and toss that Lee Sin over his shoulder. The purple team, or blue team, just got hit by that ulti from Leona. Now is she going to escape? Akali is trying very hard to, she does go down to the Ezreal. There is double buff for Ezreal, very nice. Now Volibear is going in, trying to take down that Lee Sin, but he does not end up being able to do it. Ezreal is there though. He does land the red buff on the Lee Sin. Lee Sin's trying to escape, and he does end up escaping because they do end up going in on Leona instead. But Ezreal is still here. Or, sorry, Caitlyn. Ezreal is still here though, so he is probably going to go ahead and turret dive this Caitlyn. He can almost definitely do it. He does end up taking her down. He's taking a couple tower shots, but he will be able to escape this, no problem. No problem. And now one mad Brad now is just pushing mid. So there we go. Ezreal's going to go ahead, probably do a bit of damage to the tower. No, he's just going to, yeah, there we go. He's going in on the tower now, trying to get past the minions. They're being kind of jerky. No, you shall not pass. Alright, so there we go. Down goes this tower as well. So it is now 3 towers to 1 tower. The purple team is a little bit ahead in gold, even though the blue team's, actually no, the blue team's actually behind in kills as well. Didn't realize that. Those little engagements down there did quite a bit of good for the purple team. So there we go. Ezreal is actually getting quite fed. 5-1-3, that's pretty impressive. That's not bad at all. And When your AD carry gets fed, that's a good thing for your team. That always is. Unfortunately, Akali's fed as well, and that's not a good thing for your team, because she can just take down your AD carry. So we'll have to see which ended up happening here. The Lux might be able to save the Ezreal and take down the Akali if she's paying attention and is ready to defend him, but we'll have to see. So it looks like the purple team's actually grouping mid here, except for Ezreal, who's going down bot. But the rest of the purple team is coming to mid. They are now going elsewhere. I don't know where. I don't know what they're doing. They're coming into this enemy jungle, though. They are picked up by this ward, so the blue team knows that they are here. And Caitlyn's going to go ahead and fall back because of that. So Ezreal is a little bit too. They do end up going in on these three. Volibear did toss them over his shoulder, but was not able to kill them, unfortunately for them. Rumble is pushing mid in the meantime, and the rest of the blue team is grouping here. Caitlyn's down bottom. Akali's pushing top, wanting probably to take that tower. Rumble is now going up there to push her back. Lux tried to do the thing that he kept having done to him by just binding over the wall and just landing all of his abilities, but he did it missing the bind, so there was no death there. That Lux from the last game was amazing.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
She really was. You could tell just by the, 23, I believe it was. There was an attempted bind there again, but she did end up missing again. Or one Mad Brad. Akali just killed the Rumble. Let's go check that. Actually, I should have gone back that far. Okay. So there we go. The Rumble's heading up there. Hello, Rumble. Akali is going in on this tower. She's probably going to take it down before he gets there, I believe. Yeah. If not, just shortly thereafter. He goes in on her because he thought the tower was going to be there. It's not there. So she goes in on him now and is able to do quite a bit of damage. In comes the Lee Sin as well. Does land his Q, and down goes the Rumble to Akali. So there's another dead Rumble. They are now tied for kills, and the blue team is actually back ahead in money because of that tower kill. The purple team is defending mid tower, except for the few who are going top to defend against that. It includes the OddOne on Volibear. There's the ulti from Ezreal to go ahead and kill these minions so that they can hopefully defend this tower. Leona just went in and landed a stun on the Akali, who took a couple tower shots. She did land her ulti on Lee Sin there. Lee Sin is going to go down. Now Akali's going down as well. There's an import. She is definitely going to die. She's got her shield of I will hide in my circle of doom. But unfortunately, when they have a pink ward, it really doesn't mean much good. So there we go. Leona, it looks like, wants to go in on this Thresh, but she's not going to be able to do it. She's not quite fast enough, but he goes in on her instead and pulls her a little bit. Cupcake. I'll bet you anything that Volibear will eventually end up jumping on it. He really likes the cupcakes. Anytime he sees one, he steps on it. Intentionally, because he goes, cupcake! And then immediately steers himself into the cupcake. So, the cupcake is already gone, though, so there will be no cupcake for Volibear. I think this pink ward is not able to pick up that ward from the purple team, is it? Let's go blue team. No! They've got a ward to destroy a ward, but they can't see the ward because there's that little bit of an outcropping there. That's kind of funny. The Leona is actually really low there. Lee Sin's going in on her. He does go down to the Rumble, though, and she survives. That was very nice. It's kind of funny, a little bit of bait there from the Leona. Not intentionally, she was just trying to escape. But she does end up getting out of that. Ezreal is now running away as well because the rest of his team is running away because they were all really low. Leona survived. That is what matters. Wow. They are now 4 kills ahead, and they are now back ahead in gold. So Ezreal's just harassing the Akali a little bit. Volibear's going back to his jungle. Caitlyn is going through her jungle and probably going to farm this up as soon as she gets done. There is a ping on the blue buff. Volibear's going to go ahead and give it to Lux. And the purple team is pushing, so unfortunately they really can't safely farm any lane except, no, any lane now. Yeah, Caitlyn is pushing back, but I don't believe that these minions are going to be enough. No, they are going to still continue to push this way because this wave is this wave for the blue team. So it's going to continue pushing this way. There is the Ezreal ulti coming in. It does end up taking down those 3, so he did get a little farm off of that. And it's going to continue pushing this way. So the purple team cannot safely farm any lane right now. Very soon they will be able to farm top because Akali did just push it. But she's still there, so if Rumble does go up there to farm, which is what she's hoping, you see her hiding in this bush, yeah, he's going to go in on this, so he's about to get very unpleasantly surprised. He is overcharged now, and there we go. She does go in on him. He takes a little bit of damage from her. He does try to slow her down, but she's got her jumps either way, so she's still able to do it. He does shield and get out of that with no problem, though.
Purple team double kill.
Oh, double kill. This is what we kept seeing in that previous. Awesome. So there we go. Tried to bind there, did not end up landing a bind. But still going off and doing a little bit. They're falling back now. Ezreal is now taking a little bit of damage to Quinn, doing quite a bit of damage to Quinn. Volibear coming in, does toss the Lee Sin over his shoulder. There is a stun from Leona, and there is the double kill from one Mad Brad. That ulti on Leona, the Lux ulti is really nasty, and was able to just take them down. She flashed to try to take down that Caitlyn, but Caitlyn flashed as well to get out of it. So she didn't end up taking down the Caitlyn, but it was a good attempt, and she almost did. There's the ulti from Ezreal. Almost killed Lee Sin. Had he been a little bit less hype, he would now be dead. But he did end up surviving. It was a good attempt, and got really close to being able to do it. There's a cupcake. Watch, OddOne's gonna land on it. Nope. Okay, apparently not. Nope. He's gonna go get the farm instead. Maybe then he'll get on the cup. Nope, cupcake already just got popped. No cupcake for the OddOne. Alright, so they're gonna go ahead and get Dragon instead. They did push this lane a little bit. They did do a little bit of damage to the tower, but they're all low compared to the blue team, so they do need to fall back. Lux is going to go ahead and circle around here, possibly go ahead and go in on this Caitlyn. She does get the red buff, doesn't kill Caitlyn, but does snipe the red buff, which is great for her. She's now taking off and running away. She's going to go B over here. She's safe. The rest of the blue team's coming up here to defend against the purple team. Purple team's now falling back. Lee Sin does land his Q on Ezreal and jumps to him, and then Ezreal just jumps out of it, so it doesn't really matter at all. And Thresh tried to land a grab, but he ended up getting a minion instead. I hate when that happens. It's a fairly slow casting spell because you have to wind up and then cast, so a lot of times you start casting when they are there, and they realize it, and they turn out of the way, so they end up dodging. So if they're paying attention, they can dodge. It's just, it's fairly easy to land a lot of times anyway. A lot of people don't dodge. Cupcake. Apparently Volibear is not in cupcake mode at the moment. Last game, he landed on every cupcake he could. Nope, Lux is going to go ahead and get the cupcake. Alright. So they are grouping mid to go ahead and push this. Rumble is coming in to join them. Blue team, we've got Caitlyn pushing top, but the rest of the blue team is mid. And the purple team is going in, trying to do damage to this tower. Thresh tried to land a bind. There is the Lux ulti, but unfortunately she's a little bit too late, and they all move. She did get a couple things done. Akali just went in on the Ezreal. Ezreal jumped out of it. Akali is slowed by the Leona. The Lux did end up getting the Lee Sin, but Akali did just kill Ezreal. So she's going to run this way. She is being chased by 3 members of the purple team, one including Volibear, who can probably catch her. There is the slow from Rumble, so she is going to get caught, yes. There we go. There is the toss over the shoulder from Volibear. The lantern is here, though, so if she is able to reach it, oh, they're fine. They are going to go in. The Akali does go... No, actually, Caitlyn goes down. No, Caitlyn kills Lux. And then Akali killed Rumble, and now Caitlyn killed Leona, and now Caitlyn also killed Volibear. So there is a triple kill. That was an ace. And now the blue team is going to go ahead and punish them for that by taking Baron. And there's really nothing the purple team can do about it because they're all dead. So in comes the Ezreal ulti. It does end up doing a lot of damage to Quinn. Quinn actually got hit, though. I don't know if they're going to be able to take this Baron now because they are all very low. It's going to kill this Thresh if he sticks around any longer. He is still alive. They're all still alive. Oh, they do get it. Amazing. If Ezreal were here, he could just go off and just destroy them all, but unfortunately he is not. He did jump over that wall, so he is going in. He does know that Lee Sin is there, but the blue team is falling back. So blue team did get out of that without any deaths, even though it was very close. That shield from Thresh is actually very convenient. But that was a really unfortunate little battle for the purple team because they did end up losing it, and they lost Baron because of it. They are still... Actually, no, they are now back to being behind in monies. They are still ahead in kills, but really... You want to be ahead in money, not kills. Kills are good. They usually make you ahead in money, but not always. And in this case, definitely not. So it's still a fairly close game. As long as they can keep Akali from killing all of them, I think they could probably still win, because she is the most fed. Caitlyn's getting there, but compared to Ezreal, she's still pretty far behind him. So as long as they can keep Akali from killing Ezreal, they will probably be able to continue winning fights. But we'll have to see. The problem, of course, is that Thresh likes to grab like that. Did end up grabbing the OddOne, which really doesn't matter at all. So Lux is actually getting this blue buff down here, as you notice. So the rest of the blue team is pushing mid, the rest of the purple team is defending it, and blue team kind of wants to come this way. Lux is slowly getting, okay, she finally got it, but the blue team is pushing this. They are going to go in on this tower. They're probably going to be able to take it. There's not too much to do. Leona did go ahead and stun. She's now trying to get out. A little bit overextended. There was a toss back from the Volibear on the Lee Sin. Lee Sin took a tower shot, but not very much. Right now, there's just a little bit of poke from both sides going on. There's an attempt. Oh, he flashes out of it. The ulti almost hit him. Oh, down goes the Leona, almost. Leona is getting really low. She's not dead yet. She does flash out of that. Down goes the Lee Sin. And the Thresh got the kill on Volibear. But now in comes, the Ezreal just killed the Quinn and the Thresh. So now the purple team just got 3 kills for 1 death. And that death was the OddOne. So they are going in. Akali is running this way to go ahead and escape this. The purple team is going in and chasing down this Caitlyn. She does flash out of that. No problem now. There are pings on the top and bottom tower, which is pretty interesting because, well, I guess they're saying, hey, split push Akali while the purple team goes ahead and pushes mid. Ezreal's going to go ahead and get this red, so he's probably going to go in on Caitlyn if she doesn't continue to push. But the Akali is indeed pushing top. The purple team is pushing mid, but they are going to fall back now because the blue team is coming back up. So they're not going to be able to get this tower. But they did trade this tower for this tower, so they are now tied there, tied there, tied there. So yeah, they are tied on towers. Well, I just looked up here, but that's too easy. So Rumble's falling back now. The Akali is hanging out in this bush, probably waiting for Rumble. She does that a lot, I've noticed. She just kind of sits around waiting for Rumble, and he usually obliges her, but in this case, he's not going to. She's just going to be waiting in that bush. She might just be waiting to see if she should go ahead and push this. Yeah, she is going to go ahead and push it. And now, Volibear sees her, so the OddOne's actually going to run away, though, because Akali's dangerous. Akali's very dangerous. So, there we go. This tower is defended. The blue team's going to go ahead and ping this dragon. They want to go in on it. The purple team has no idea, so they are going to get that dragon for free, almost definitely. There is a huge wave of minions up here, though, so Lux is probably going to come up here to farm it. Lee Sin wants to give the blue to somebody. Apparently Akali. Honestly, it's not bad on Akali. I mean, she is energy-based, but she is also cooldown-based. So her cooldowns, if you could reduce her cooldowns, that is great. And I think it also increases the amount that she gains the marks. She gains marks faster. I think. I'm not sure. I could definitely be wrong about that, but I think CDR increases the amount of marks she gains, or the speed at which she gains them. So definitely a good thing for her, especially considering she is the most fed on their team. She has almost all the kills except for these 5. Well, you know, she's got most of the kills on this team. She's got more than the rest of the team. So, alright. Purple team's just defending mid at the moment. The blue team is now pushing mid. They tried split pushing a little bit, not overly much. Purple team just got a little bit of farm out of it, and that was the end of that. They did get the dragons. There is more gold for the blue team. Blue team is again back up ahead in gold, and now the purple team is going to go ahead and push out here. Ezreal has his static shift. I really like that just because of the lightning of doom. And now they are pushing here. He's thinking about going ahead and grabbing that the race, but they aren't there. They're still pushing. Volibear did just go ahead and go into throw you over my shoulder mode, but it didn't matter because it's Lee Sin. So Lee Sin just jumped over. So there we go. There is a Herda ward. Okay, I'm not sure why the blue team warded their own side. I think that was an accident. There is a purple ward here. Lux did a decent amount of damage there, but it's not nearly enough to destroy them as it was in that last game we saw. That Lux was able to melt anybody. It was insane. I kind of love that. Trying again to get a little harass in, not quite able to pull it off. Akali just went on the Ezreal. Ezreal just jumped out. Akali just got knocked over the shoulder there. She does use her pool to try to escape this. She did go in on the Ezreal again. Ezreal's doing quite a bit of damage, able to take down that Lee Sin. Akali did take down the Lux, but Akali is out of position now. As long as she does it going down, the Rumble took down the Quinn, and the Ezreal was able to take down the Thresh. So they just killed, again, 4 for 1, and now Caitlyn's going to go down as well. Yeah, there we go. She does go down to Rumble. And that ended up being an ace for 1 death of Lux. So this may end up being GG because the blue team is going to be dead for quite some time, and the purple team has quite a few minions. So they're definitely going to be able to take at least one of these towers, if not both. We'll have to see. They are going in on it. Leona was taking the towers, and now she's not because the minions are here. So this tower is going to go down. They're going to go in on this tower as well. The Rumble is actually really low, so at least it's going in. But are they going to take down? The tower does go down, so now they're going to burst down that Lee Sin. Lux just teleported in as well, so they are going to go ahead and take down this next. Unless they get ace, which I kind of doubt. Ezreal is taking down. Yeah, Ezreal just killed another member of the team. So there we go. That's the end of this game. Good job to the OddOne and the rest of the purple team. Sorry, KiwiKid. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the items here. We've got Volibear with 76 CS versus Lee Sin with 82. Volibear is 3-7-21. That's a lot of assists there. Versus 1-1-8. Volibear has Aegis of the Legion, Lock of the Iron Solari, Mercury's Treads, Madret's Razors, and a Null Magic Mantle versus Lee Sin with Lock of the Iron Solari, Wriggle's Lantern, Giant Spelt, Ruby Crystal, and Double Rejuvenation Beads. He was definitely going for Warmogs there. Lux has 200 CS versus Quinn with 158. She's 8-3-13 versus 2-7-6. She has a Rabadon's Death Cap, Athena's Unholy Grail, Hunting Guise, Seeker's Arm Guard, and Sorcerer's Shoes versus Blade of the Rune King, BF Sword, Berserker's Greaves, Pickaxe, Double Dorans. Rumble has 173 CS versus 194 with Akali. Rumble has 5-5-7 for kills, and Akali has 11-3-2, not bad at all. Rumble has Leandry's Torment, Warmog's Armor, and a Ninja Tabby. He actually doesn't have very many items at all. Versus Hextech Gunblade, Zonya's Hourglass, Hex Drinker, Mercury's Treads, Giant's Belt, and Cloth Armor. She actually built pretty heavy into magic resist there. The Ezreal has 205 CS to Caitlyn's 235. He's 14-2-7. Big difference there versus 5-4-5. He's got Iceborne Gauntlet, Bloodthirster, Static Shiv, Berserker's Greaves, and a Doran's Blade versus Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, Static Shiv, Berserker's Greaves, and a Doran's Blade. So they actually have fairly similar items here. Then finally we've got the supports. We've got Leona, who has 14 CS versus 27 from Thresh. She is 0-4-23 versus 2-8-9. That's a pretty big difference there as well. So she's got a Lock of the Iron Solari, Ruby Sightstone, Philosopher's Stone, and a Boots of Speed versus Aegis of the Legion, Shirelia's, Ruby Sightstone, Boots of Speed, and a Vision Ward. So there we go. That is the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.